library in its original setting in the Hunt residence, and then we will see it in its new and more spacious quarters in the penthouse at the Hunt Library at the Carnegie Institute of Technology. Dr. George Lawrence, director of the library, will introduce Mrs. Hunt. Dr. Lawrence.
The room you now see comprises a wing of the Hunt residence here in Pittsburgh. In this room, every effort has been made to create an atmosphere for these collections of the old world. For it is from the old world that the greater part of the older of these books have come. In this connection, the effort has also been made to create an atmosphere of peace and quietude, of richness, of heritage, and of antiquity. On this wall, there is a panel, a mural, depicting a 14th century scene at the foot of the walled city of Carcassonne in southern France, a spot that Mrs. Hunt has long cherished and visited many times. The fireplace was brought from near Paris. The furniture has been collected by her various times in different parts of France. The bookcases and the woodwork themselves have been carved from planks of French walnut. With this brief preview, I take great pleasure in introducing to you the lady who has developed and assembled this library, a woman who is indeed remarkable, a woman who has personally collected every volume seen on these shelves, has climbed many a winding stone staircase seeking some treasured item, found it, and possessed it. She is a woman of great talents, a woman of many accomplishments. It is my pleasure to present to you Mrs. Roy Hunt. Well, I suppose, Mrs. Hunt, that it's no exaggeration to say that you, next to your family, have given more devotion and interest and thought and time to the development of this library than to any other activity.
Well, of course, my first interest from the time I was 15 years old were books. Even before that, as a child, I read a great deal, and I was read too. I never thought when I began to collect books that I would really develop a library. I got the books one by one for the sheer love of books. And the ball started to roll like a snowball down the hill. And then a great many years ago, when we moved to this house some 35 years ago, there was no place for books. And then we built this library, and I wouldn't let my husband come into the room when the room was finished until all the books were in. I kept him out for a week. And then he turned and looked at me and he said, "Where on earth were all these books in this house?" Well, I said, every closet from the basement, the first floor, the second floor, the third floor were full of books, all except your closet.